It's funny when I'm asked to pick a track that stands out, you know. I look back over, there's so many. And I look back, you know, I had a kid who was clearly autistic. And he was in our society back home in Australia, and he was never accepted because he was different. Kids never accepted him, you know. And as a result, he got in trouble with the law. The law rang me and they said, look, at 16 years of age, if you don't take him, he's going to be a problem for the rest of his life. I remember taking him up here, and he was ostracised by the people that were with him. And then all of a sudden, he started to work through with the porters, with the local people, and he started to get involved in a tribe. So there was a tribe up here that welcomed him, because ultimately up here, it's all about survival. So it doesn't matter how much money you have, what religion, colour skin, it doesn't matter, everybody's equal. And so he turned around to me one day and he asked me, could he sleep with the porters around the fire at night time? And I said, well, as long as they're okay with it. And they said, yeah. So then they started to give him a bit more responsibility. He had to get the water for the village. And then it graduated a little bit until he was cooking. And then he was doing other aspects that were validated. And so he essentially was becoming part of a tribe. And the other guys, the other mob that come from Australia, they saw this happening and they tried to suck him back in now because he would become cool. So by the end of the track, he grew in strength to strength. And the reason being was because he had security. He had a security with a tribe, he had a sense of belonging, validation, responsibility, all the key factors. And he came out the other end of it, and it was like a new kid. He went off, he got a job and changed his life. And that was really special. That was a really special one for me. That was certainly a standout. And of course, every now and again, you get people who've got health issues, and they overcome them. They overcome those obstacles to be able to do the track as well. I've had situations where women who've lost daughters, you know, from a young age, and they come up here, and it's almost like they come up here to eradicate those memories and to eradicate the bad dreams. And I've seen them heal. I've seen them come out the other end of it, and they still talk to me today after 9, 10, 15 years type thing, and they still remember what the track did for them. And this goes on all the time. There's so many cases. I could quote so many cases where I've seen this happen. Yeah, it's a great healer because it's pure.